Hi guys, so I thought it was about time I had like a chatty get ready with me video because there's just a lot going on, isn't there? I'm going to quickly scrape my fringe back because usually I juggle it out the way, but I can't be bothered doing that while filming as well. So, where am I at? So the whole change to the YouTube terms and conditions came in last week, where your videos are only monetized if you have more than 1,000 subscribers and more than 40,000 hours watch time in the preceding 12 months. And I didn't meet the requirements, so if you've been wondering why there's not been adverts on the videos in the last week or so, or slightly less than a week, that's why. So bye bye to YouTube pocket money. My probationary period at my job that I was utterly miserable in also came to an end. They spent a grand total of 15 minutes considering things and then booted me out the door. I'm not sad about it because honestly the way I was getting treated was absolutely appalling. I had a panic attack in work and was crying, and I get pulled aside and told off for distracting people. So today we're very excitingly playing with the Kat Von D Divine palette. Does it suit me? Should I have eyes like that? That's lined up. So yeah, I grabbed this yesterday. It does have a pale matte shade, but I don't want to do a full white brow bone, so I'm going to go for my usual eyeshadow in Pearl from Makeup Obsession, just to quickly set this brow area and even and brighten everything out. So that's that. Starting this week I'm going to be doing a first aid course, and I'm going to be starting taking shifts as a first aider after that, which I think is going to be better for me in lots of ways because I'll be out and about, there'll be people, I won't be stuck to a desk, stuck to a computer, stuck to a telephone all day every day, and I think I'm just going to like that a whole lot better. So, you know, that's where we're at with that. Because that obviously means my income is slightly gone for the moment, the plans on getting a gastric balloon, totally out the window. I kind of saw that coming though, and I had been trying really hard, and I have lost about 20 pounds, so that's at least something. So I like that. Sorry, I was just colour switching my brushes. Okay, so I was having a look at this and I think I know what I want to play with. I want to play with Waters, which is this light blue colour. And I'm just going to put this on a really, really fluffy brush. And this is just going to be a sort of transition-y shade. So, So yeah, this is probably the last bit of makeup that I will be, or at least the last bit of expensive makeup that I will be buying for a while until things are straightened out again. So yeah, on top of that I wasn't well last week, so that's been great fun. But yeah, so this eyeshadow is really nice and soft. That's pretty cool. So I'm not even really going anywhere today. It's really nice and sunny outside. I have nothing to do, so I thought I'm going to sit down and film for you guys. So what have you guys been up to? Where have you been? What do you think of this new trend on YouTube of videos copying other people's tutorials? I'm not sure how I feel about it. I think it's a bit weird. But whatever. Everybody can do whatever they want to do on YouTube. I'm then going to be slightly boring and go in with the black, which is called Hard Magic. And I'm going to use a angled crease brush from Spectrum. This is a B04. It's a little bit dirty, but it's dirty with black shadow anyway, so whatever. And we're just going to start packing that in, taking up slightly less room than the blue. I do have the NYX Proof It primer on as usual, so I feel like I should have done actually that blue a little bit further out, a bit more blown out, although I can go in after the black if I want more. Let's do it that way. So I do go back and forward when I'm doing my makeup. It's a thing. So I've been thinking about other videos that I can try and do, because if I've not got a lot of money coming in, keeping up with doing 2 reviews a week is a bit expensive. So I've got about 4 videos worth saved up in the house, and then after that we'll need to see what we're going to do. I actually thought I had a whole lot more news for you guys than I did, but there you go. Oh well. My brother got engaged, but you guys don't know him, so that's not exactly news for you, but it's cool. His girlfriend or his fiancée is awesome. I've known her for ages and I really, really like her, so that's cool. And you know, it's been a while since we had a wedding in our family, so that'll be a nice one. It's probably not going to be till next year, but yeah. This isn't actually the darkest black I've ever worked with, which I don't know how I feel about. I feel like Kat Von D should definitely be kicking ass in the black department, but at the same time it's quite easy to work with because it's not as dark. I don't know. Let me know how you feel about non-black blacks. So, right, yeah, going back in with the blue. So, yeah, all change everywhere. And then my boyfriend came home from work as a surprise last week, and that was interesting. So I was like sitting in the house day after the whole work thing, watching Stranger Things, which by the way, 2nd season is awesome. So I was watching that and I thought I heard someone trying my door, and obviously slightly scared, and you know, hit pause on the video to listen and see what was happening. Heard nothing, so I thought, right, you're imagining it, or it was somebody trying the wrong door and they realised it's the wrong door. So I put it back on. And then I heard footsteps coming down my stairs. And I was like, oh my god. So I stopped the video and I was like, hello? Hello? And then he popped his head around the door frame. So I then was really, really happy and bolted and got a huge hug and actually burst into tears like a massive sentimental git. So yeah. And then of course he's like, why aren't you at work? This deep blue shade, by the way, is Baltimore. Although if you're sitting looking at the palette, it's going to be pretty obvious which colours I'm using because there's none that are really particularly close to each other shade-wise. So I do really like this shade though. It's gorgeous. I went to see I, Tonya yesterday. I keep seeing figure skating stuff. Obviously I know because of the Winter Olympics all that stuff's getting a bit more hype and attention and everything else. Where's my small brush? I want a small brush and I don't have one. Okay, normal size brush this. Have you guys seen it? I'm worried to talk about it too much in case you guys haven't seen it, but I'm not convinced she was innocent. Like, I felt really bad for her by the end of the film, but the whole thing with why they knew the times, like, she was asking that and you didn't need that for what she supposedly believed was happening. That's about as much as I can say without worrying that I'm doing spoilers. So this is Pink Flamingos, this wonderful pink shade. So, you guys ever seen that video with like the flock of flamingos and they're just like almost like synchronized wandering? It looks crazy. I've always loved kind of lime green and blue as a combination. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Where did my... I keep tidying stuff away as I'm using it and it's really show pad. So yeah, okay. I am going to take a tiny bit more black on the fluffy brush and just blow out this side a little bit more. I'm not entirely happy with it, so that's what we're doing. Right. Okay. And then I'm just going to try and make sure I've not got too much fallout going on. I always do my foundation after the eyeshadow because I don't want to deal with fallout, but there you go. Eye cream, I'm just using this one I got out of like a glossy box ages ago. It's one of the roll-on ones, so it's nice and cooling feeling. And then, as I was saying earlier about the watching other people's videos, I was watching James Charles following a Jenna Marbles tutorial where she didn't use a primer, and he said that sometimes he thinks it's a waste of time. And you know what? I tried yesterday with no primer and I think my makeup looked better at the end of the day, so we're going to be trying that again today. It's going to get a proper road test again, but it was interesting. And the more I thought about it, the more I was thinking, you know, go back a couple of years and how many less products and less stages were there in makeup routines. And, you know, you weren't looking at those people and thinking, oh my god, your makeup's a state. The other thing that I've kind of cut out of my routine lately, and sorry, I have plumping lip gloss on, so I don't want to end up wiping all over my face as I blend around my mouth. You know, in November I tried the Lime Crime hair dyes. I followed the instructions, which were to wash your hair without using conditioner and then dry it, and I was freaking out. I was thinking, oh my god, this is going to go horrendous. I can't wash my hair and not put conditioner in it. It's going to be a bird's nest. I'm going to tear half my hair out, try to get it brushed. And it was absolutely fine. And do you know what? I basically haven't used conditioner since, and my hair is absolutely fine. So, you know, I'm now trying to think, I wonder what other kind of steps there are in our makeup process that are just people trying to sell us products. So, you know, and yeah, I'm not cutting anything more out just now. I think cutting out the primer and the conditioner is enough for just now. But if I can think of any more, or if you guys can think of any more, share that. Because ultimately, it's going to save a ton of money. So, yeah. So, under eye corrector, this admittedly is something I possibly could skip out. Let's test it and see. Let's do one side and not the other. So... And what do you guys think of the fringe, by the way? So far in real world, not YouTube world, it's been pretty popular. But I'm slightly missing having hair that I can just kind of roll out of bed and go. You know, even if I let it air dry, it looked okay. Whereas the fringe, I need to get like a round barrel brush and do the fringe, and it's getting a little bit long. It could possibly do with a trim already. Well, so I'm taking the Urban Decay All Nighter Concealer because it's what's sitting beside me, and get that on. Let's see if we see much difference, or if correctors are another thing that, you know, unless you've got severe discoloration, might be a bit of a waste of time and money. So the other thing I noticed yesterday was that sometimes during the day, as my oils start to break through, my makeup can look a bit kind of broken up and unpleasant, and that didn't happen yesterday. So it's possibly just been the primer all along has been the product that's been breaking up. Now, I'm not seeing a huge amount of difference between the corrected and non-corrected side. Don't know about you guys, but there's another possible step product that can be taken out of a routine. and out of your budget. So yeah. So I used the peel from The Ordinary again yesterday. So I had a look around online, and actually they say that you can use it up to twice a week. And I don't have sensitive skin, so I wanted to use it again. And my skin just felt so smooth, and I love it so much. And it's just so easy. It only takes 10 minutes. It's still an absolute love product. Even if it does look slightly terrifying when you've got it on, but whatever. So I'm going to the theatre on Saturday to see the play that went wrong. Has anybody ever seen that? It's got really good reviews, it's maybe funny, so that'll be cool. So what am I going to do while I'm off other than a first aid course? I'm going to visit my pal and her 2 kids. I haven't seen the kids in ages, although I saw my pal not that weekend there, the weekend before. We went on a night out and this guy started hitting on her and he ended up kissing her, and then she was like, yeah, no, not happy, want out of here. So we left because it was like 20 to 3, and I swear to God we got out onto the stairs where there was like better light, and she had this like red stuff smeared all over her face and it looked like dried blood. It was the freakiest thing that I've ever seen on a night out. Like, I was so weirded out, and like we found pictures of him on the club's website, and I was like zooming in, and like it wasn't like there was any like spots or anything on his face that you could say, oh well, maybe unpleasantly it came from a scab, but oh no, creepiest thing ever. So powder wise, I'm using the Revolution Lace powder, which is a massive bargain, and I am using the massive powder brush that I got from Kiko, which I really like. So yeah, it just feels so soft. I want to sit and stroke my face with it all the time. So that's definitely the creepiest thing that I've ever seen on a night out. What's the creepiest thing you guys have ever seen on a night out? Let's make for a really weird and creepy comment section. Yeah. Luckily he was pretty drunk, which, you know, if he had started anything, I think would have made it pretty easy to sort it out. Plus it's a club that we've been going to since we were like 13. They used to do an under 18s night. So yeah. But whatever. I am loving the blue and green eye. And I'm just going a bit heavier with the powder down my T-zone because it's where I get oiliest. And ta-da! So I'm going to do my contour next. I've been using a Body Shop eyeshadow called Peru Clay. This little guy. I really like it. Because I was in there and I was looking, and there was like a contour and highlight quad, and there was a contour in it that I really liked, and I knew I wouldn't use the other three, but then I turned and looked at their eyeshadows, and this was almost identical to the contour that I liked. If anything, I think it was a little bit cooler, so even better, because I do not have a lot of warm tones going around my face with the really pale skin and the really pale blue eyes, so if a contour is a little bit orangey, I feel it looks particularly out of place on me. So I've been using quite a subtle blush lately. I've been using Cameo Rose from H&M, which is nice. And then I have so many highlighters. I just kept buying them lately, and I don't know what the deal is, but I now have too many highlighters. I think we're going to do Kat Von D again, stick to a theme, because I think if we go in with Gamma Ray, just this peachy colour, that's going to go nicely with what we've done so far. So I know I'm doing my makeup in a really weird order, but I promise there's kind of a reason for it. I'm considering doing eyeshadow on the lower lash line, but I kind of want to see how everything else looks before I do that. So I'm going to do my brows. I picked up this really cheap brow brush from Primark the other day and I'm loving it. And I'm still using the Freedom makeup. Yeah, this was £1 for the brow brush and the spoolie. So I just kind of spoolie through, try and get rid of any excess foundation, concealer, powder that's built up in my eyebrows that could make things look a little bit clumpier, not as smooth. And then just get the pomade on there. Let's see. So yeah, Primark's been bringing out some really weird and interesting things. They've got like a spray can foundation, but they're putting it as body foundation. But then, like, obviously we know there's things like Sally Hansen's airbrush makeup for your legs and things that's in about 3 shades. But this has like a full range of shades, like a proper foundation. But it's apparently for your body, which I've been so intrigued by and really wanted to get hold of to do a review with, but I cannot find my shade at all. It's on the website, but you can't order from their website. So it is in theory meant to exist, but I just can't find it. Because I do get spots across like my shoulders and my chest. I get them across my back as well, but I don't think I'm going to be able to blend that. So, you know, it's just interesting. So if you guys have seen or heard of any other weird products that are slightly more affordable and cruelty free, let me know, because I love reviewing weird things. It's, you know, I think the whole makeup world has went absolutely crazy in terms of what they're bringing out, what they're trying to tell people that they maybe not need, but, you know, what they're marketing towards them. So, yeah. I mean, when we got like the electric vibrating makeup sponge, I feel like that was just, you know, a whole new level. But, you know, they're going to keep bringing weird stuff out, so we'll see what comes after that. So I think I do want to do my lower lash line. I'm not going to do the bright colours. I'm actually going to go in with Filthy, which is this kind of steel grey colour. And this is just the brush from the aquarium brush set. The kind of thinner one. I like that. Well, again, I'm feeling like I haven't went as far out on this eye as the other side. Perfectionist, but not in the slightest. I think that's the thing, you should never be afraid to like go back to an area that you're already like, you know, finished with. I think it's easier to see once you're further along and on other parts, kind of where everything's balanced, where things need to be kind of touched up, or not. So there's that. And then I'm just going to quickly smudge with my pinky a bit more because I've completely broke the nail in that finger. And then tattoo liner, because, you know, it's the only eyeliner I ever use right now. I did try and go back to using like a gel liner with a brush the other week and I couldn't do it. Like I literally seem to have lost my ability to use it, which was slightly frustrating actually. I should maybe start practicing that again. I don't want to lose skills. It's not what I want in life. Increase skills. I'm really liking this. Oh, such a nice palette. Okay. And then mascara, I know I had done a video and I loved the Absolute Lashes from W7. I found a waterproof version, so of course I had to pick that up and try it. But it's awesome. I've not really been having any transfer with it. Really enjoy it. And I don't normally like the whole kind of hard bristle plastic brush, but it is quite good for getting all those little lashes and being nice and precise about it. So it's, you know, it adds quite a nice bit of drama, I would say. And it's definitely an affordable brand, which is what we live for on this channel. No, I just live for makeup in general, but when I can find something cheap that works, it makes me incredibly happy. So... Ooh. Okay, and what colours have I not used yet? I'm just going to take a tiny bit of Female Trouble, which is the matte white, and we're just going to have a matte inner corner to brighten things up just a little bit. And because it's been a while since I had a matte white eyeshadow actually. So, yay! So the only colours I haven't used are Baby and Hairspray, so let's just swatch them. So it's the two kind of metallic sparkly ones that I haven't reached for, but whatever. So, and this is the final touch. I did get the Divine lipstick, so I'm hoping this suits me. How cool is the packaging? And let's get this on. Okay, really like that. So, yeah. Absolutely love that. That's gorgeous. It's the new formula. And then I always just give my piercings a little quick polish because they end up with makeup on them. And that is my finished look. I'm going to go and fix my hair because the fringe does not like getting put back in a hairband. It really, really doesn't. But, you know, it's easier than trying to juggle between my foundation on the back of my hand, foundation brush, holding my fringe out of the way. It's just too much hassle. So I'm going to go and attack my hair with straighteners, and I might come back and show you when I look a bit more presentable with the hair department. Ta-da! Respectable hair. So I am loving this. I am loving the lipstick. I'm almost considering whether I should buy a backup because this is just such a perfect nude for me. So yeah, if you've enjoyed this, leave a comment down below and I will get back to you if it's a question. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.